Boom shakalaka. What is going on, everybody? Hello, welcome to the live stream, live on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. What's up, everybody? I see you here in the comments. What's up, Tony and Michael and Handelar and Mark and Daniel? So many people streaming in. What's up, everybody? And Paziv from Hungary, what's up? I've been there. Budapest, beautiful place. Great baths there. The hot baths, very nice. Wen Moon, yeah. MOCHC, what's up, everybody? So, Busy B, hello. Wow, look at this. All these people already chiming in. Awesome. Well, we've got a lot of stuff going on today. We have got some news. Things look good in cryptocurrency recently. And then we're here to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. And we'll go as long as you guys want, but not more than an hour. So, yeah, guys, hit a thumbs up. So, man, I tell you, Bitcoin prices recently are bananas, are awesome. Because people are getting so bummed, and it was just so sad to see everybody so bummed. But the price shoots up, gets past $8,000, and then all of a sudden, everybody's excited. Mayur, I will be visiting India in December for my buddy's birthday. I'll be in Mumbai. Try and find me. I wonder. There's probably more than one white bearded man in Mumbai. All right. Yes, so. Yes. So, guys, taking a look. I mean, look. Bitcoin's finally headed back up. I mean, it's fell down, up, down, up, down. Now, maybe we'll come up, or is it going to go down again? I don't know, but we've got some important points coming up. The next line we got to break through is $8,400, thereabouts. All right, we break through there. Shoot, we could be heading towards almost 9,000. And then, shoot, could go back towards the $10,000. I mean, if you look at the trajectory of this channel we're in right here, it's beautiful. And also the MACD, nice separation there, big old histogram. Everything's looking good on Bitcoin. And why? You guys know the answer. ETFs, okay? They may be approved. The SEC and CFTC may approve Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs this fall. There's a couple with this Direxion. All right, they're putting off their decision until September, announcing their decision September 21st. But with those ETFs, the price could go up. Now, people like Arthur Hayes, the CEO of BitMEX, he says $50,000 Bitcoin could go up that high, could go even higher, all right? So back in 2003, gold had an ETF. The first gold-backed ETF price went from $20 an ounce to $600 an ounce, an increase of, this number here is wrong, it's 3,000%, okay? So if Bitcoin increases 3,000%, we could see some big numbers, big old numbers, all right? They're saying $60,000. That could be huge. So that's all my news for today while you all are streaming in. Yeah, the Bitcoin Beard Challenge. I'm growing it until Bitcoin is $1 million of Bitcoin. Maybe. So Tron's in the news today. Tron's definitely in the news today. They got talks about BitTorrent and Tron with Justin Sun. We'll see what's happening with that. Oh, yeah, when will the altcoins run? So basically, this is happening again and again and again. I have a video called Market Cycles, so if you go to YouTube. And generally, this is generally how it happens. So just type in Market Cycles, Crypto Love. You can watch the video there. It's got a girl with a nice butt on it. But basically, Bitcoin goes up first, And then people take their profits from Bitcoin and put them into altcoins. And it just goes over and over and over. Bitcoin, altcoins, Bitcoin, altcoins. Now, it didn't happen like that back in April or May. They both kind of went up hand in hand. But right now, everybody's pulling whatever they have left in altcoins back into Bitcoin because they don't know how high Bitcoin is going to go. Once we find where Bitcoin is going to go, then it'll start flowing back into altcoins. But right now, I mean, with such insane gains in Bitcoin, I mean, look at this. Almost all of the gains, almost $2,500 in gains just from 4 days candles. All right. So that is really, really fast. We're not going to see that happening with cryptocurrencies yet. And you can see it here if you just go to CoinMarketCap and type in Bitcoin. All right, I guess we could do view all so we could see like for the past 7 days. And we're going to do Bitcoin here if it lets us. If it lets us. Come on. God. Gosh. You know, sometimes computers just, I don't know what the hell is happening with that. But anyways, eventually things will change. Come on. It's not going to do it. I don't know what the hell the deal is. All right, fine. Forget it. Forget it. Ooh, how did the MACD experiment indicate the rise? You betcha. You betcha. So basically, for those of you who didn't know, I've just been play trading using the MACD. Okay? And play trading with real money, but you know, obviously not using all of my money doing this. But basically by following the MACD and trading, so when the blue line, which is the MACD, is above the orange line, the signal line, I hold my money in Bitcoin, and when it goes back underneath, like we see here, I hold it in fiat. So like kind of using Tether or something to hedge. I didn't use Tether because I didn't trust it. I used DAY, which is a stable token only available on like Buybox, but it uses, what the heck are those things called? Collateralized debt, okay? So it uses that. So basically, I started doing it somewhere back in this neck of the woods, back in like April, all right? And so I was in Bitcoin, and I sold here when Bitcoin was right around 10,000-ish, 9,000, yeah, 9,700, and then just sold it into DAY, so it was stable token. Then I had 9,700 to buy back in at about 7,500. All right, so I sold high, bought low, and then there was kind of just a back and forth up until this part where I bought back in to Bitcoin somewhere around like $6,000, and then have just been riding it up from there. So all in all, it's a pretty awesome strategy. You don't have to trade every day, which I love because I don't have the time to trade every day. But by using this, I trade like once every few weeks and have been profiting from it pretty well. So that's the easy way to trade from the MACD strategy. Wow. Ooh, does it make any sense to sell alts at a loss into Bitcoin right now? By the way, not trading advice, not telling you what to do with your money. Duh, I should probably put that disclaimer up. But just read the disclaimer before I answer this question. But I personally wouldn't. This is my opinion, not trading or investing advice. This is my opinion. But I would not, unless it's just a really shitty altcoin. Like, I did have positions in just some shitty altcoins that when I did more research about them, they were just kind of really shitty, had nothing new to offer. And so I liquidated my positions in those altcoins at a bit of a loss. But the reason I did that is because I only could see them continuing to go down. Now, if you have altcoins that are at a loss right now, and they're good projects, they'll probably end up going up. Now, you may be able to trade out into Bitcoin and then buy back in at lower positions of them, so you could potentially do that. But you never know when the altcoins are going to start pumping. Basically, it happens once Bitcoin levels out. But, yeah. So I hope that answered that question for you. My prediction on Ontology, I think Ontology is going to do very well because it's decentralized trust, distributed trust, and nothing knocks it home more than I was just reading this book right here, Mastering Bitcoin, and Andreas Antonopoulos said himself that one of the things that he loved about Bitcoin was the realization that this isn't money, it's a decentralized trust network, which is exactly what Ontology is, decentralized trust network. Also, the key, identity, yes, very important things, identity on there. There's a bunch of identity options on there, like Civic, like different things like that. So, all of those. Oh. So, can you explain how to get the MACD charts, like the ones I use? On Binance, well, so I use TradingView just because it has bigger things. You can probably do it on there. On here, you just go to indicators and type in MACD. And then, boom, you get MACD right there. On Binance, I haven't actually used the charting on Binance in a long time. But actually on Binance, yeah, their charts suck. Their charts suck on Binance. So use TradingView if you can. All of the Binance charts are available on TradingView. So you don't even need to pay for this. I don't pay for it. If you pay for it, you get a whole bunch of extra stuff with it. I don't pay for it. I just use the free version. But yeah, use TradingView. Go to indicators, type in MACD, and boom, you get that there. All the indicators are there except for a few which are right here, like Fibonacci on the left-hand side. If you see, where is it? Right here. Fibonacci's there. Some other ones. So, yeah. Do I use BitMEX? Hell no, I do not trade futures. I do not go short and long on this stuff. You can get liquidated so fast. Like, people lost $230 million in 15 minutes on BitMEX. People lost. I do not trade that stuff. Yeah, definitely not. Let's see. Yeah, so there are scripts that can automate the MACD thing. There are some bots. I've been speaking with one dude who he writes bots, but I was talking with him about having a thing where he can teach you how to create bots, or also just using different bots. I know Crypto Crow uses, I forget the name of it, but it'll come eventually. Patrick, yeah, did Patrick make it on time? I'm not sure, yeah. He'll probably comment at the end of this, asking all the questions we already answered. Okay, Pundi X definitely was up quite a bit. Price maybe has come back down recently. Let's see. Let's take a look at the old Pundi X. Now, this is a really popular one because it is... because it is a potential solution for people getting out of cryptocurrencies. In Bitcoin comparative, definitely has come down quite a bit. Now you got to take a look. Let's see if we can, do they have it on here? So if we take a look at Pundi X on here, hopefully they'll have most of it. Crap, nope. They only have a teeny little bit, just because they have it from when it was listed on Binance. So we'll take a look here. Now, Pundi X has broken down to pretty much the bottom in Bitcoin comparative. You can see right here, it's at 34 Satoshis, which is well below this line of resistance here, this 50-some Satoshis. The next one down was 10 Satoshi. So it is kind of towards the bottom. I was doing some more research about PoonDX the other day, and they're definitely making some strides. So, they have, I think in the next couple of years, they're going to have, I think it was like 20,000 of these little things, and they're aiming to one of those countries out in, oh yeah, maybe it was this one. Yeah. In Indonesia, they're aiming to, so they have a memorandum of understanding with South Korea, their smart card maker, Ubavalox, and also they're aiming to basically have like 20,000 of these things in Indonesia by 2020. Let's see. Oh no, even better. Even better. The startup is aiming to have 100,000 of their devices installed throughout Southeast Asia by 2021. So, they definitely have a lot. I think they only have 4,000 right now, so it's very early on. But it is a nice solution. It looks good. Another thing that I like that's kind of similar is Monarch token. All right, so this is basically doing the same thing but with a smartphone. And there's also a whole bunch. I mean, Monarch token is kind of like a one-stop shop because it's a universal wallet. It's a payment device for that you can either use between people or with retailers. It's got recurring payments. It's got tokens backed by silver. So it's got a whole bunch of things. It's kind of like a mix of Ethos and PoonDX and Blockfolio. So a whole big mix of them. And they don't need to get the point of sale things out to the different businesses. Anyone with a smartphone can use it. So I think that one's going to be good. But if I had PoonDX, I probably would not sell it now. I don't own any PoonDX, but if I had any, I probably would not sell it now. Yo, Dave Edgar Jr., thanks for buying a shirt. Guys, if you do want to buy a shirt, you can head over to the shop. Links right there. Also, there is the new Crypto Love Academy training. Tons of training on there. Hours and hours and countless hours of training, brand new. Just became available yesterday or today. But a whole bunch of stuff on how to get started in crypto, trading, technical analysis, ICOs, a whole bunch of different stuff on there. So make sure you check that out, crypto-love.com/academy. Also, if you want daily trading signals, you can check that out, crypto-love.com signal profits. Or if you just want to send me money, I would appreciate it. You can go to the Patreon page. So all those links are on the side there. Oh yeah, Profit Trailer. That's what it is. Thank you, USA Crypto. That's what Crypto Crow uses, Profit Trailer. Let's see. Other questions. Is Dragon Chain at bottom yet? Yeah, I think most things are at their bottom. All right? Because all crypto's bottoms are going to follow the Bitcoin bottom. There's speculation that the bottom for Bitcoin was 57, 5,800. So Bitcoin is going to go up, and once it stalls out, then we'll start to see jumping in altcoins. People are going to put their Bitcoin profits into altcoins. And so once that happens, who knows where it'll be? Could be there. Hopefully it'll be higher. I mean, I hope that Bitcoin goes up and up and up and up and up. But you never know. You got to keep an eye on these things. The next level we're looking for it to break through is 8,400. And then once it breaks through there, probably about 9,000-ish. 9,000-ish. And then 10,000-ish. All right? So those are all areas that we're looking for it to break through. Thoughts on Neo? Guys, nothing has fundamentally changed with Neo. I still love it. I love Neo and Neo Gas. I also really like VeChain because what they're doing is somewhat similar to that. So VeChain Thor, you get rewarded like gas. Let's see. What else? All right, so one thing I do want to say. So there are a whole bunch of cryptos that I've never even heard of that you guys are mentioning. And if you mention one and I don't get to it, probably because I've never heard of it. Probably. So, is Neo still a thing? Ha, that's a funny question. That's a funny question. Icon. So some people don't think Icon's going to do very well. I think Icon's pretty great. I mean, they have partnerships with South Korea, which is one of the biggest cryptocurrency spaces out there. So I think Icon's going to do very well. Ontology I also love, so I think anyone who likes Neo should like Ontology. And then they're also going to be having their gas. So where those prices are now, where they're going. Here's the thing. Right now, I mean, Bitcoin dominance right now is 47.2%. This is the big indicator. So talking about low prices on cryptocurrencies right now, unless it's a shit coin, which you should get out of anyways, talking about low prices on cryptocurrencies is a non-issue because everybody's putting their money into Bitcoin right now. I mean, look at this. The Bitcoin dominance is 47%. That's the highest it's been since December. All right? So not since December, which is, I don't even know, 7 months ago, have we had it that high. Because of that, we need to wait. When Bitcoin tops out, money will go back into cryptocurrencies. But if you just take a look at things right now, it looks like, oh, everything's such a terrible option because all the money's in Bitcoin. And like, even though here it looks like green, if you look at the Bitcoin, everything's pretty much red compared with Bitcoin in Bitcoin comparative. So prices, in terms of overall prices for things like price predictions, I like to think in terms of market cap. So I feel that the next, I don't know if this is going to be the bull run to end all bull runs. This could just be going up and then we'll come back and then probably towards the end of the year, once we have confirmation of the ETFs, also November, December, we typically see spikes. Towards the end of the year, yes, that's when we'll probably see big stuff if it doesn't happen now. Now, what do I mean by big stuff? I mean a market cap of at least $1 trillion. All right. Right now, the market cap is just under $300 billion. All right. So a market cap at least 3 times what it is right now. So that means that most things would be roughly 3 times what they are right now. $25,000 Bitcoin, $1,500 Ethereum. Bcash is going to 0. Ripple's going to 0. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with those two. But that would be my prediction. I think that there are some cryptocurrencies right now that stand to gain quite a bit. I think all of the ones that are potential to be listed on Coinbase are ones that potentially stand to gain a lot. So we know the one that is definitely going to be listed on Coinbase is Ethereum Classic. They've said within a couple months, which should be coming up sometime soon. So Ethereum Classic is one that could benefit from it. Also, the other ones would be Cardano, Basic Attention Token, Stellar, and 0x. So, and one more. But, so those 5 that could potentially be there as well, those are all ones that could potentially go up in price. So I would think that those ones are all ones that stand to gain because basically Coinbase is the easiest way for most people to buy cryptocurrencies. And once everyone starts coming back and they search Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies on Google, the first ad, and pretty much the only ad that's allowed right now, is from Coinbase. So people are going to go buy it on Coinbase. Well, what options do they have? They have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bcash, and Litecoin. All right, soon to have Ethereum Classic. Well, when they have those 5 options, guess what? Ethereum Classic is going to be the cheapest one, so we'll probably buy that. I think that one has a lot to... Zcash. Thank you, Crypto Darth Mark. Yes, Zcash. I just find that stuff amazing, how Zcash is on Gemini and also on potentially on Coinbase. I find that amazing. All right, here's why. Zcash is a privacy coin. That means that it's the easiest way to launder money. However, it's like on one of the, it's on Gemini Exchange, could potentially be on Coinbase, which makes me think one of two things. Either they really don't care, or there's some type of backdoor solution where Zcash is really not that private. That's what makes me think where the NSA can just track all of it. So that's my thoughts. Deep Brain, yeah, I'm a huge fan of Deep Brain Chain, particularly their mining rigs. I keep saying I'm gonna get one. I should just buy the damn thing. Yeah, they have these super sweet mining rigs that you basically use them to mine Deep Brain, to mine DBC, but they're used for artificial intelligence type things. I'm going to get this one, the AIM cluster, $650,000. Totally. I'm not going to get that one, but maybe I was thinking like this one. Little workstation, 10 grand. Basically, they say that, you need to house these somewhere so you don't actually hold on to them. Oh, the round of buying has ended. Damn it. I missed it. Oh, well. Well, so those things are very cool because basically you get your money back from mining in about 3 months and then the rest is just profits. And it's for artificial intelligence. People love artificial intelligence. That's the next big thing. Let's see. How about Neblio? It's so quiet. It is so quiet. So in a bear market, none of the cryptocurrencies want to have any news announcements because it doesn't do anything for them. They want to wait. As you can see, if you want proof that people wait to disclose news until markets are booming, just look at the master of cryptocurrency marketing, Justin Sun. Okay? We've known for probably like 2 months that he owned BitTorrent. All right? But why is there this huge big thing now? Because that'll help the price go up. Same thing. I don't know anything that's going on with Neblio. HPB, I am actually going to review. You guys have been asking about it for months, and I've been putting it off, but I am actually going to review them soon, probably within the week. I started doing some research, reading, different things like that, so that's coming out soon. SIA Coin. So, okay, there's 2 ways to look at this. There's probably the smart person's way and my own way. So, decentralized storage, probably a good thing. Now, some people love these coins because they're like 1 cent. So they're like, I can buy 100,000 of them, and if it goes up to $1, I'll be whatever. But decentralized storage. The price of decentralized storage is cheaper than centralized storage. The speed is slow as a motherfucker. So, if you don't mind storing something really cheap and then waiting a long time to access it, this stuff is good, but otherwise it's not. I listened to Vitalik talk at TechCrunch almost a year ago, and he was saying how some things just don't work well decentralized, like decentralized storage. They don't work well just because it is slow. There's no benefit to it other than decreased price, but really when people store stuff, they want it fast. Now, that's not to say that, it's not going to do well. I just don't believe in it because of that. I don't own any. I did at one time own SIA Coin, but then once I started thinking about it, once I heard that, I sold my SIA Coin. However, I lost out on some big gains, I lost out on some big gains with it because I think, when was this? May of June? 2017. Yeah. So I missed out on these huge gains right here. All right? Because I did not believe in it. Oyster Pearl. Somebody asked about that the other day. I mean, it's definitely a cool concept. Definitely a cool concept. Will it actually get people to use it? Because basically you put something on your website, and then when people are on your website, you're just generating pearls. All right, you're getting money. Instead of displaying ads, it's just running this code. Basically like mining on websites. All right, their mainnet's live. I think it's a great idea. It needs people to use it, and then yeah. Right now, there's a lot of advertising solutions. Like, one of the reasons that I like Oyster Pearl is because you don't have to deal with bullshit advertising. You just have a script that runs in your website. I hate ads. I seriously hate advertisements. And so, but there's a whole bunch of different advertisement things out there. There are ones that are saying that they're better than other ones. Basic attention token even is one, but yeah, there's a whole bunch. Mithril is apparently the Instagram of the blockchain. And the price just keeps going up. I'm surprised. I am surprised that Mithril has been doing as well as it is. But they have, I mean, you can actually use it. They have a platform that you can use. Where is it? What's it called? You basically mine them by using Lit. All right, so you can download Lit. You basically mine your Mithril tokens. You use it. You get rewarded in that. So it's basically people getting rewarded for what they post to social media. Pretty cool concept. I don't have any thoughts about Genesis Vision at this time. Komodo. That's a good one to ask. Komodo has been doing a lot of research, and they have, I mean, okay, so a lot of people ask me about Liske, what's happening with Liske, and I think the same thing is happening with Liske right now that is happening with Komodo. So Liske is down to 29th, really far down. Komodo is even further down. Here, Liske and Komodo are both very good projects, very solid projects, and they're doing the shittiest job on the face of the planet marketing themselves. I'll just be honest. There is zero marketing coming from Liske, or if there is marketing, they're not doing an effective job of it. Okay, they have a great blockchain, great concept. They need to get out their sidechain development kits, the SDKs. They need to freaking do that. Like, who cares if it's not 100% perfect? Get it out there, because then you can make it better and also market better. Same thing with Komodo. Komodo, great platform, very secure. They have their decentralized ICOs. They're doing tons of development on it, but it is the shittiest marketing. It's non-existent. Their marketing is non-existent, and marketing is a very important part of cryptocurrencies, because if nobody hears about it, it doesn't matter how good it is. It doesn't matter how good it is if nobody hears about it. Got something to say about WePower? No, not really. There's a whole bunch of different energy solutions. I do so many interviews, I forget who I interview. I did just speak with someone about, almost had it. Altcoins. So I just spoke with Altcoins. That's another one. There's Irene Energy, Power Ledger, WePower, Altcoins, whole bunch of different solutions out there. Energy is great for the blockchain. Yeah. I'm coming out with a top crypto for August video soon. The cryptos that I am most bullish on right now, aside from Bitcoin, would be Cardano and Ethereum Classic. Okay, those are the ones that I'm most bullish on right now, just because of what they potentially have coming out. I think that Ethereum Classic will soon be listed on Coinbase, and when it does, the price will shoot up quite a bit. I think that Cardano is still way undervalued, and it's only going to become more and more evident. Because look, I mean, Cardano is still almost 10 times down, almost a tenth of what it was at all-time highs. Nothing else is that low, I don't think. Yeah, nothing else is that low. Cardano is still, in my opinion, way undervalued. I do love VeChain as well. Absolutely. Why not Nano? Nano is a good project. They have the block lattice, novel concept. That's a good question. Why not Nano? They did have some issues with their wallets, but you know, Cardano has issues with their wallets too. You know, I don't know. Nano is another one that is a decent project out there. I mean, they're very fast. Yeah. Nano commercial on YouTube. Let's see. Check out Hydro Protocol. Oh, another thing I wanted to share with you guys is you guys probably know this because you guys know more stuff than I do, but top 7 ICO on Twitter, if you go check this out, they have this spreadsheet that lists basically all of these people's top cryptos. And I don't know how often they update it, probably like every week or every month. But right now it gives you a good idea of the good cryptos out there. Stuff like Anchor and NEX and different things like that. I know Blockchain Brad just visited the Anchor facilities. He tested it. He did some interviews with them. So, yeah, check that out. I think that's a very cool resource. Cool. All right. Oh, the Finny phone. That is Siren Labs. Siren Labs has the Finny phone coming out in November. November is going to be big, guys. November is going to be big. Okay, and the Finny phone uses Cardano ADA as that blockchain. Hydrogen protocol. We got Draper. Yeah, this one could be cool. Certainly. How about Tron? I'm still trying to wait for what the hell Tron is doing. They are such an ambitious project that, I mean, they have a mainnet, but really well, they also have their Tron, I forget, like their, it was announced yesterday, the thing where they have their MetaMask, the Tron MetaMask. I forget what they call it. So, I don't know. Ontology gas. I know there is Ontology gas. I don't know anything more about it. 0x and basic attention token. Good stuff. Yo, BitBoy. What's up, man? Didn't even see you there. Dude. And Crypto Fiend. Holy crap. We should all do a live stream together. We should get the most people on one live stream as possible. That would be awesome. Who else? Yo, guys, if any of you are animators, you gotta contact BitBoy Crypto. He's got a freaking sweet thing. He just needs some good animators. So make sure you contact him. Thoughts on nulls? I think it is a good project. All right. Oh yeah, also Electrify Asia. That's another power one there. Cool. All right. Sweet. Thanks, Darth Jesus. Cool name. All right. So I think that's about it today. I have to, my nose is clogged and everything, but I wanted to bring you this stuff. I think we're in for some good times in cryptocurrency. Things are turning around. Everybody is optimistic. ETFs are coming. Hopefully we found a bottom at 6,500 or 5,800, wherever it was. Hopefully we found a bottom and we won't need to go any deeper. I hope by the end of the year we'll have at least $1 trillion market cap, at least $25,000 Bitcoins. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I imagine Patrick will be tuning in right about now to ask some questions. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Guys, you can get shirts, the new Crypto Love Academy. You can go check it out. Patreon, all that shit over there. Right there. And then, yeah, I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. All right? Peace.